The film opens on a young woman named Daisy. Her job? A content moderator for a major social media company. Every day, she dives into the digital deep end, reviewing videos flagged for disturbing or inappropriate content. It's her call to either delete these videos or let them stay, all based on the company's strict policies. She holds the power to shield the world from graphic content, but this power comes at a price. Daisy is glued to her computer screen for 8 hours a day, endlessly scrolling through a barrage of shocking and emotionally draining videos from across the internet. This relentless exposure takes a heavy toll on her mental health, and she isn't alone. The psychological burden is a shared experience among her colleagues. One of them, a man named Bob, finally snaps, his screams echoing through the office, a testament to the silent battles they all fight. We quickly learn that Daisy is at odds with her company's ethics. She deletes a video of a woman jumping from a tall building, an act that brings the wrath of her boss down on her. Her boss is furious, revealing the video was picked up by a news site, and now they face a potential lawsuit for censoring free expression. Daisy argues back, "I'm not against freedom of expression, but I am against the freedom of proliferation." She believes in stopping horrific content from going viral. But her boss is unmoved, delivering a chilling ultimatum. Stick to the company policy, or you're fired. Away from the office, Daisy's personal life is a struggle to escape the haunting images seared into her memory. She desperately seeks distractions, anything to occupy her mind. She even turns to dating apps, trying to convince herself that a normal life, away from the screen, is still possible. But living alone, far from family, she finds no one who meets her hopes. One night, a knock on the door brings an unexpected change. Her neighbor needs her to watch his daughter, Violet, due to a last-minute night shift. Daisy agrees, seeing it as a welcome break from her grim routine. The evening takes a turn when she finds Violet on a website for adults. Daisy intervenes, suggesting they watch a cartoon instead. Violet loves the idea, and for a while they share a moment of genuine joy, lost in the world of animation. Later, Daisy confides in her friend Ava, "I think we have the worst job in the world," but she also acknowledges the grim necessity of their work. They are the gatekeepers, protecting countless people from witnessing the horrors they see daily. Back at her desk, one video stops her cold. It's a woman being tortured, nails hammered into her body. The woman's screams of agony are unbearable. The video is so horrific, so viscerally disturbing, that Daisy's body gives out. She faints. She wakes up in a hospital. Ava visits and urges her to take a break, to let her mind and body heal from the trauma. Daisy agrees, but the nightmares follow her home, replaying the gruesome scenes in her sleep. Her problems multiply when she receives a staggering hospital bill. A quick call confirms it's real. With no health insurance from her job and not enough money to cover the cost, Daisy is trapped. She has no choice but to cancel her leave and return to the very job that broke her, just to pay the bills. But the video won't let her go. It's a ghost in her mind. She even resorts to using drugs during her break, hoping to numb the memory, but it's no use. Finding a new resolve, Daisy marches into her boss's office. She demands they report the video to the police. It's evidence of torture, kidnapping, and abuse. Her boss dismisses her as overly emotional, suggesting the video could be fake, a staged act with a willing participant. Daisy insists it's real. The woman's screams were too genuine to be an act. But her boss refuses, fearing the fallout if the police discover it's a hoax. Meanwhile, her colleague Bob is in a session with the company's therapist, who tells him to stop screaming at work because it scares his coworkers. The therapist's clinical advice, to find a better way to express his feelings, feels like an insult to Bob, as if he's being called crazy. He tries to explain the daily horrors he witnesses, but the therapist simply reminds him that this is the nature of the job he signed up for. Back at her desk, Daisy smokes,
a small act of rebellion against the crushing weight of her job. The feeling that the perpetrators in the video must be punished consumes her. She can't stay silent. She decides to act. She goes to the police station and reports the video herself, but the officer is dismissive, giving the video a cursory glance. When Daisy presses him to investigate and bring the criminals to justice, he shrugs it off. He claims it might not be in his jurisdiction since the location of the crime is unknown, if it even was a crime and not just a performance. Furious and defeated, Daisy leaves. To escape, she goes out with Ava, drinking heavily at a bar. But sleep offers no refuge, as the nightmares return, more vivid than ever. This is when her resolve hardens. She will bring justice herself. Though the original video was deleted, she finds copies on other sites. She copies the link and posts it on an online forum, hoping someone can help her identify the man in the video, the man whose face is now burned into her mind. The next day at work, another colleague, Paul, has a breakdown over a video he's watching. At lunch, Daisy talks to him, managing to calm him down and help him forget what he saw, at least for a moment. That night, a breakthrough. Someone on the forum replies, claiming to have located the person who posted the video. The address is 4 hours away, but Daisy doesn't hesitate. She drives through the night and stakes out the house. When she sees her target leave, she follows him to a movie theater. Inside, she sits right behind him. As the movie plays, she's horrified to see scenes that mirror the torture video. This confirms it for her. The man is a psychopath, and he is the one who posted it. After the film, she confronts him in the parking lot. She shoves her phone in his face, showing him the video, calling him a sick human being for sharing something so vile. But his reaction is not what she expects. He denies everything, becoming agitated and scared. He turns the accusation back on her, screaming that she's the sick one for watching it, before jumping in his car and speeding away. In that moment, Daisy understands. She's been played. The person on the forum lied. When she gets home, she confronts him online. He admits it was all a prank on his boss. All her effort? Wasted. Frustrated, she slams her laptop shut. But she refuses to give up. Her next move is to ask Paul for help. With his master's degree in programming, he could easily find information on the man in the video. But Paul refuses. It's an invasion of privacy, and frankly, he's scared of what Daisy, in her impulsive and emotional state, might do with that information. Undeterred, Daisy tries a new tactic. She contacts the production company that made the video, presenting herself as an actress interested in their work. Meanwhile, the company's investors are getting nervous. News of employees fainting is spreading, and profits are down. An investor advises the boss to throw a party for the staff, a trip to clear their heads and boost morale. At the party, Bob starts recounting the most disturbing videos he's ever seen. But Paul cuts him off, desperate to talk about anything other than work. As the night winds down, Daisy stays behind with the bartender. Sensing her loneliness, he suggests they continue their evening elsewhere. Understanding his intentions, she goes with him behind the bar. But as they get close, something inside Daisy snaps. She grabs his belt and starts whipping him, violently and relentlessly. The bartender collapses, screaming in confusion and pain. Daisy, lost in her rage, doesn't stop until her own fury subsides. Then she leaves him there and walks away. The next day at work, her heart pounds when she sees police officers talking to her boss. She's terrified they're there for her. But Ava calms her fears. They're investigating the death of a night shift employee who had a stroke on the job. That evening, while she's watching Violet, Daisy gets a message. It's from the production company. They're inviting her to participate in a video shoot. Tonight, in 30 minutes. Daisy is torn. She can't leave Violet alone, but she also can't miss this chance to finally confront the people behind the video face to face. She makes a choice. Reassuring the little girl she won't be long, she leaves. When she arrives at the location, a young man greets her and hands her a form to sign. Daisy ignores him. She pulls out her phone, shows him the picture of the man from the video, and asks if he knows him. The man dodges the question, telling her phones aren't allowed. That's when Daisy decides to leave, but the door is locked. The man tries to convince her to stay, offering her a lot of money. She refuses. He finally unlocks the door to let her go. And then she sees it. His shoes. They're the same shoes she saw in the video. He was the one filming. He was part of it. Rage erupts. She sprays him with pepper spray, grabs his camera, and smashes it on the ground before fleeing, her nerves completely shattered. She returns home to a horrifying discovery. Violet is gone. A moment later, her neighbor is at the door accusing her of being irresponsible for leaving his daughter alone. She tries to apologize, but he won't listen, storming back to his apartment. After hitting rock bottom, Daisy tries to piece her life back together. Meanwhile, Paul sees yet another disturbing video and has a full-blown panic attack, speeding home in his car. Once he calms down, he returns to the office. He hands Daisy an envelope. Inside is the address of the man she's been hunting for. "I don't want to know what you're going to do with this," he tells her. "Just be careful. You're dealing with a sick person." She thanks him, assuring him she'll find the right way to punish a criminal like him. That night, at home, Daisy practices hammering nails into a stake. Her method of punishment is chosen.
The next day, Bob rushes to her desk, horrified by a video he's just seen. He shows it to Daisy. Her blood runs cold. It's her, beating the bartender behind the bar. But Bob reassures her. He deleted it, and besides, public opinion was on her side. People assumed she was defending herself against an attacker. But Daisy confesses the truth. The bartender did nothing. She lost control, seeing the face of the man from the torture video in her mind. She wasn't hitting the bartender, she was hitting him. This is her breaking point. Daisy quits her job to dedicate herself entirely to her mission. She takes a night shift at a restaurant and spends her days studying for her nursing exams. After passing her exams, she walks into a job interview at a large hospital. During the interview, she speaks about what she learned from her last job. The most important lesson, she tells the interviewer, is that sometimes the only way to stop something evil is to do something evil yourself.
And then the camera reveals the interviewer's face. It's him, the man from the video. We finally understand. Daisy wasn't trying to become a nurse. She was preparing. She found out he was the hospital director, and this was her way to get to him. The film ends here, with Daisy finally face-to-face with her target. And that's how the movie ends, with a shocking, open conclusion that leaves us questioning. Do the ends really justify the means? And was Daisy right to seek revenge in her own way? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more exciting movie summaries.